Well, the one thing we know about Kevin Painter is that we never quite know what we're going to get. I mean, if you could be consistent, you could be dangerous. I know you said that to me on more than one occasion.
Yeah, I think that's fair comment, Stuart, to be honest. But 100% every time, and sometimes things don't work out very well. But I've got to continue to do that and try and push on from where I am. I'm stuck around this sort of 14, 15, 16 area in the rankings. I can't seem to get myself out of there. My biggest problem is the ranking events that are on the floor. Can't quite get in the zone for them like I do when I'm playing the TV events. If I could put all my floor matches like TV, like I do on TV, I'll be all right.
It's strange actually, because looking back to 2009, you must have reached the quarterfinals of Players' Championship events a dozen or more occasions and then lost. It's as if you just lost interest. Well,
I mean, some of the games I've been in control of and just gone half asleep, halfway through them and that. It's been crazy, and the amount of times you say to yourself, carry on, you haven't won yet. I've been 4-2, 4-1 up and still lost games. And it's just a little sort of blip that I've got to try and sort of work on it and get myself out of. Stupid games I've lost this year, last year.
Let's be honest, you love the big stage, you love the bright lights, you love being centre of attention, and I guess that's what every darts player would want, but you really, really relish that.
Yeah, I do. I mean, as a professional dart player, you want to play in the big matches. I think I should be in all the big matches. I should have been a world champion by now. I should have won TV events by now. And I think if you got any sort of main aims in the game and goals in the game, you want to be a world champion. You want to play in all the big games with, you want to see Phil in the final and things like that. So there's no reason why I can't do that. I've got the game to do it. As a lot of lads will say the same. But my game goes up 50-60% on stage, and we've seen what I can do in the past. On stage, I'm capable of doing it. There's no reason why I can't do it.
As every year goes by and you don't win a big one, are your chances of winning one getting less and less, or do you still have to believe deep inside that you're capable of winning a really big darts event?
Well, I still think I can win one. If I didn't, I probably would give up. I'd probably say, well, you're not going to do this, time to leave it alone. I'm playing as well now as I've ever done. I think what's happened over the last 2 years with darts is that the money's become so big in the game that I think a lot of players are spending more time practicing. So there's a lot of players playing well, and you can't all win. You can't have 32 players playing brilliantly and win. And it evens itself out with players. Not everyone, other than Phil. If Phil's not at a tournament, obviously you're not getting the same person win all the other floor events, etc. You get Osborne win one and Beaton wins one, and they're sharing them around. I just can't quite get there at the minute, but there's no reason why I can't.
What could we expect from you then in 2010? What would you like to achieve in the new year?
Well, obviously, I want to continue to improve. I think I'm getting better at the moment. I just want to, obviously everyone wants to win their first major. If you haven't done it, you want to do it. It's the early rounds in TV events. If you can get through them first couple of rounds, I think that's when you start believing, hang on a minute, I could win this. In the past, I've played Phil too many times in the first and second round, and I've lost. If I can get out of his way for a little while, I don't mind meeting him from quarterfinals onwards, because by then you're going to be having to play well anyway. So, I expect to do well again this year. I'll still be thereabouts. People will still be saying, you can't write him off. So.
It's interesting. I mean, you've been a little hot-headed, certainly very emotional. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Have you mellowed a bit, though, being a dad? Or...
Not
no,
really.
No, I think you have a little.
Well, maybe I have, but there's still, I don't think there's anybody else that plays this game with as much aggression as I do.
Controlled aggression?
Yeah, on stage it is controlled aggression. It's hard to win any leg when you're playing professional darts. No matter what anybody says, there'll be people sitting at home saying, well, I can do that, I can do that. Well, once they're up there trying to do it, it's not that easy. You know, the pressure's on every single time.
But you can't take that out of you, really, because I mean, in a way as well, that's why you're very popular with darts fans, is because you play in that way.
Yeah, I think if I was to play the game like, say, for instance, Steve Beaton, Roland Shelton, very laid back guys, if I played like them, it'd be a waste of time. I just wouldn't get anywhere. I have to be 100% pumped up. And I very rarely play badly on TV. Even when I've been beaten, it's normally been a decent game. On the odd occasion, when I have lost and I've played badly, it's because I haven't been 100% fired up. So I have to keep that aggression. Knowing
you, even 6 years after the event, I bet regularly, each week, you still think, I should have beaten Taylor in that World Final. I should be being described as Kevin Painter world champion.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think about that now and again. If I'd have had a shot to win that tournament, I think I would have won it. I didn't, you know. It's not just down to me, that was down to Phil making a fantastic comeback. But, you know, it didn't happen. There's no good me keep sort of saying I should have done it. I very rarely say that I should have been a world champion anyway. Obviously, I think I should have. It's not just that year. 2008, I think, was a better chance. Yeah. When I lost to John Part in the semis, I should have won that game. Even though I lost it 6-2, I should have won that. And I think I'd have beat Kirk in the final. And I think that was a better chance than the chance I had against Phil.
Hopefully 2010 is your year. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks very much, Stuart.